Greetings, Gulls, and welcome to This Week at Endicott. I'm Rebecca Turner.
And I'm Brian Mallett. Here's what's happening this week across campus.
On Tuesday, remember, there are no classes scheduled. This allows students who are on winter internship the opportunity to meet with their advisors and review their experience. In addition to these meetings, take advantage of the other opportunities that day.
Considering a change in major? Maybe you would like to add a minor to your studies? From 10 a.m. until noon, outside Callahan Dining, stop by the Majors Minors Fair and learn about all the options for the majors and minors offered here at Endicott.
From 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. in the Field House and the Post Center, explore the more than 100 employers who are hiring for internship, co-op, or full-time positions. Bring your resume and your A game.
Spark U is a compilation of 4 evening workshops spread throughout the month of February, providing participants with all the tools they would need to kickstart their business and focus on the entrepreneur within themselves. The next is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Visit EC Fuel on all social platforms for more information, including a raffle with over $100 in prizes.
At 6:30 p.m. in Lower Callahan, enjoy an ice cream social presented by Dream and spend some time with the super friendly therapy dogs.
Stop by Goalies for Oasis Tuesdays at 8 p.m. with frozen mocktails and Tuesday trivia starting at 8:30 p.m. This week's trivia topics are Valentine's Day and information literacy.
On Wednesday, there are 3 opportunities to participate in a dine-in dialogue with fellow students as well as Endicott faculty and staff. Choose breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at noon, or dinner at 5 p.m., and then email gcantor@endicott.edu to sign up.
The Improv Theater Group meets every Wednesday at 5:15 p.m. to play, laugh, and learn the fundamentals of improvisation. Interested in joining? Email Kevin Williams at the address below.
At 6 p.m., participate in the Buddhist Sangha. Head over to the Interfaith Chapel and learn about Buddhism and meditate with your community.
At 7 p.m. in the Interfaith Chapel, embrace your own mindfulness and enjoy the Freedom Meditation. Stop by for great conversation and self-reflection.
Also at 7 p.m., join the conversation with the Equal Justice Institute in the Interfaith Chapel. EJI is committed to ending mass incarceration and excessive punishment, challenging racial and economic injustice, and protecting basic human rights.
On Thursday, from 11:15 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. and 5:45 p.m. until 7 p.m., participate in the Empty Bowl painting event in Lower Callahan. Empty Bowl events are held nationally to generate awareness concerning hunger and to raise money for local hunger relief programs.
At 5 p.m. in the LSB Auditorium, hear from Lakeisha Keisha Jones and Althea M. Panza, co-owners of AK Elevates, a 100% female minority LGBTQ-owned Massachusetts marijuana delivery operator.
At 6 p.m., stop by the Little Theater in the library and show your support for the amazing acts in the EC Buddies Talent Show.
At 6:30 p.m., the Architecture and Design Club presents its fashion show in the Cleary Lecture Hall. Come watch the first ever Endicott College fashion show, featuring the campus's clubs and orgs. Each organization participating will be creating an outfit that is unique to their club's identity. Reserve your ticket through the link in your Blue Buzz email.
On Friday at noon, enjoy the Fridays in the Rose series in the Rose Theater in the VPAC. In this concert, Endicott students and faculty will showcase their talents and skills in music, theater, dance, and collaborations. You can reserve your ticket through the link in the Blue Buzz.
From 2 p.m. until 4 p.m., join the weekly Bible study group in the Interfaith Chapel.
From 3:30 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. at Goalies, Comm Council presents a speedworking networking social for students in or interested in the communication, marketing, communication, and digital media majors and minors. Meet, connect, and network with students in other years.
Northeast ARC delivers lifelong support services to people with developmental disabilities. Friday night happenings take place every Friday night from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. and volunteers are always needed. Themes include talent shows, pizza parties, craft nights, dances, and more. You can sign up through your Blue Buzz email.
Also at 6 p.m. in the LSB Auditorium, celebrate Black History Month with a movie viewing, snacks, and beverages. This event is open to the Endicott community members. The goal of this event is to celebrate Black History Month and to recognize the impact of history on life today.
Outdoor Adventure Club and Lake Night Loca invite you to an off-campus indoor rock climbing trip. $20 includes transportation, climbing gear, and entry. The van leaves at 7 p.m. and returns at 11 p.m. No experience is necessary. Reserve your spot using the link in the Blue Buzz.
On Saturday, join the Habitat for Humanity build starting at 8:45 a.m. Help build affordable housing. No experience is required. Transportation may be provided to this off-campus event. Sign up through the link in the Blue Buzz.
At 5 p.m., Late Night Loca presents a NASCAR watch party and game night in Lower Callahan. Enjoy some great apps and watch the race, or grab a board game from the booth.
At 8 p.m. in the Cleary Lecture Hall, Residence Life presents Winter Wonderland Bingo. Take a break from the cold and join in for a chance to win big prizes and enjoy hot chocolate and churros.
Starting Sunday, participate in the 7-day food fight challenge because everyone deserves a full plate. Sign up through the link in the Blue Buzz to learn where to pick up your recyclable bag and list to collect the items needed most for the food pantry.
On Monday, registration begins for the Spark Tank 2022. Spark Tank is Endicott's annual business pitch competition. Sponsored by a generous grant from the Cummings Foundation and TD Bank, Spark Tank is an opportunity for Endicott students and alumni to make a pitch to several judges in the hopes of winning a total of $15,000 in seed money. Find out more through the link in your Blue Buzz email.
At 7 p.m., the Christian community is hosting a movie night in the Little Theater. All are welcome to attend.
The Student Government Association meets Mondays at 8 p.m. in the Hospitality Suite. Anyone is welcome to attend.
On February 27th, the Frozen Flop is happening on Mingo Beach. Who doesn't want to jump into the Atlantic Ocean in February? You can sign up now through the link in the Blue Buzz.
The Office of Admissions is hiring student tour guides for the next academic year. If you're interested in learning more about the position, please fill out the inquiry form in your Blue Buzz email.
Endicott will celebrate its own Women of Impact across campus during Women's History Month in March. Is there someone on campus who you would like to nominate? You can through the link in the Blue Buzz.
Applications for fall 2022 study abroad opportunities are now open. Semester abroad programs, as well as the dates of all study abroad information sessions, can be found through your links in the Blue Buzz email.
Did you know we have famous faces on campus? Well, it looks that way, so let's find out who with this segment of The Show with Harrison Seam.
Hi, I'm Harrison Seam, and welcome to the show. Today, I'm interviewing a comedian who has featured in films such as Safety Not Guaranteed and RoboCop 3. Please welcome Jeff Garlin.
Who did you introduce me as?
Jeff Garlin?
I'm not Jeff Garland. You literally pulled me off the street for this. I didn't even know there was a RoboCop 3.
So Jeff, who are your favorite comedians growing up?
Well, once again, I'm not Jeff. But
Okay.
I mean, if I were to choose, I know who Jeff Garland is. I love Larry David. I mean, I've seen Curb Your Enthusiasm many times. In terms of who I like right now, because he's not really doing any stand-up tours, I like me some Billy Burr and maybe some. I just like watching me some SNL. So I like Pete Davidson a lot. So I think he's really good at his chops there.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. He really gets around, not gonna lie. Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande, the lady from the Underworld franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's pretty good. Wait, I asked this question. So you started your career as a stand-up in Chicago. What was that experience like?
Well, I'd never been to Chicago, but or was I a stand-up? But I mean, I think that would be a good place for me to start out. I mean, I may be an accounting major, but if things happen, then I got my backup career, I guess.
Good answer. So early on, when you were in Chicago, you met guys like Stephen Colbert, and you were even roommates with Conan O'Brien. Why didn't you get your own talk show?
Well, because I mean, going for auditions and stuff like that, you have to get typecast and stuff like that. I got a weird face. I mean, I got the Jeff Garland face, but at the end of the day, I mean, those guys are hilarious. I mean, let's be honest. Those are different forms of comedy than what I do. I mean, I'm mostly a stand-up and an actor, so I mean, but I think those guys have some really good careers going ahead of them, and I wish them well.
So, yeah, when you were starting out with those guys, you're starting out with Colbert, Conan, Jon Stewart, Larry David.
How am I supposed to answer these questions? I'm not even Jeff Garland. I'm just making up answers for him.
Anyway, so when you were starting out with those guys like Jon Stewart, Larry David, Who did you think would have the most potential in like the 80s?
I wasn't even alive during the 80s. It's just like, how am I supposed to think this far back, all right? So what you call this show the show? Like, get some creativity going here.
Damn. Okay. So,
Jeez.
in the 90s was really when your career started taking off. You began featuring more TV shows, such as Mad About You.
I am mad about you.
Oh, but like, why would you be featured in such a terrible show like Mad About You?
Oh, jeez, do I really have to go back to answering? I mean, if I were in a position as a young actor growing up, I'm just doing stand-up tours. I'm probably bombing some sense. I mean, if I get like some sort of TV offering to put my name out there, then yeah, I'll probably take it.
You know, technically, Friends and Seinfeld never had like a direct crossover, but both Friends and Seinfeld had crossovers with Mad About You. So technically, they're in the same universe. Like,
Really?
yeah. So fun fact of the day. So anyway, you started to shift towards movies such as RoboCop 3.
Was that the one with that Peter Weller?
Yes.
That was a very bad movie.
RoboCop 3, Fat Albert, and Run Ronnie Run.
I didn't know he was in Fat Albert.
Well, according to the filmography, I saw Jeff Garlin was there. So why make the decision, again, to feature in such terrible work?
I mean, what's a guy got to do for a paycheck?
True.
I mean, why do you think I'm here?
It's true. So you've also done voice work.
Yeah.
So you've been in Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, and Cars 2.
Cars 2.
Yeah. Do you really think that these franchises really needed to like continue?
I mean, first of all, they could have casted John Goodman for those roles, but they came to me, so I was always just a phone call away from them. But, you know, they make a lot of money doing those films, and wherever my voice is needed, I'm just kind of there for them.
Yeah.
But I'm really transforming into the character of Jeff Garlin here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always like. Wow.
Wow.
I always liked John Goodman, to be honest. So, when you're not doing like stand-up or filming for stuff, what do you do in your free time?
Well, I guess I can answer as Don. I mean, right now I'm kind of, I guess you're gonna call this method acting, but I'm currently in my senior year of college. I'm an RA, but I've honestly stopped caring at this point about work and stuff like that. So I'm just living the life as best as I can.
So, just curious. You keep saying your name's Don.
Yeah.
Is that a character you're doing?
No, my name is really Don.
But like, what's the character that what's the
I'm
movie?
not a character.
You're not doing it like as a joke or anything? Like, it's not like for a TV show or anything? Like, who's Don?
You emailed me like 5 times saying, keep calling me Jeff. My email doesn't even have the name Jeff on it.
So who's Don?
I'm Don.
Okay, anyway, I just want to do some quick shout outs. I want to shout out Nickelback for sponsoring the show. You know, they're so good. I mean, the best band in the world. I think they get a lot of hate, but I think they're the best bands too.
I hate Nickelback.
Well, good thing I'm doing the shout outs. Thank you to Judd Apatow for existing. I'm currently watching Freaks and Geeks, which he produced, and it's so good. You should have been in that, Jeff. Shout out to Domo. It's a Japanese Chinese restaurant in downtown Beverly. They have really good chicken lo mein that I get like every week.
Are you just naming things you're appreciating at this point?
Who knows? Shout out to Jay Leno for stealing The Tonight Show from both David Letterman and Conan O'Brien. They were much funnier than you and way more creative. Finally, shout out to EC Radio for consistently allowing students to be creative. I have a TV show radio show, my bad, called Seemingly Unnecessary with Harrison Seam every Friday at 5 o'clock, so listen in.
Are you trying to get Jeff Garlin to come on the show?
Well, I mean, I guess there's not the visual component, so it'll be great.
Well, I'm not
You've done the voice work in Cars 2 and Toy Story 3.
I did just voice work in Cars 2.
So anyway,
I even know who Jeff Garlin played in Cars 2.
Anyway, Jeff, we have some clips to show now. So do you have any comment beforehand about the clip that we want to show?
Geez, what clip are you gonna show? Oh.
We'll find out. So let's show the first clip. Sorry.
That was.
I'm
I'm not even in that scene.
I think there was a mistake. We actually. I'm
you
sorry.
just showed a kid going off a cliff in a wheelchair.
Okay, I think we have another clip that Jeff Carlin was in.
Carlin? Are you confusing me with George Carlin now?
I think we have the right clip this time. Jeff Carlin.
I don't even look like George Carlin.
So can we do the next clip, please, for Jeff Carlin?
What can I do for you, pal?
Nobody move! Everything in the register now! Do it!
What's it like being a rocket scientist?
So that was when you were in RoboCop 3. What was that experience like filming RoboCop 3?
I wasn't even born during RoboCop 3. I don't even know that was a movie.
Well, I think we just saw you on camera there, so
I look. The guy looks nothing like me. I mean, sure, we got similar faces and all that, but I look way younger than this. I'm literally an undergrad in college right now.
You're not that young, Jeff.
come on, Jeff. Get him, audience. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick fire session. So I'm just going to ask you a series of yes or no questions, and then see where it goes from there. So to start it off, did you get Inception?
I absolutely did not.
Okay. Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he would put on a dress and pretend to be a girl bunny?
Not at any point I can think of.
I guess I'm the only one. Are you related to Judy Garland?
I'm not Jeff Garland.
But you know Judy Garland from Wizard
Yeah, I
of
know
Oz?
Judy Garland.
Yeah. So you're not related to her?
I'm not related to her. I'm not Jeff Garland.
I guess someone has some attitude. How old were you when you lost your first sports game?
Oh, probably around 8 years old.
I think that's actually a common answer. Are you Larry David's agent in real life?
I wish.
That'd be really cool, to be honest. Your wife. You're married, right?
No?
Oh, okay. So I guess this question doesn't matter.
You've been confusing me with the wrong person this whole time.
So you know how there's a West Virginia?
Yes.
Why is there no East Virginia?
You know what? You should petition for that.
I mean, we have normal Virginia, like Virginia, and then West Virginia.
Well, there's nothing east of it. It's just ocean.
Then call the ocean East Virginia or something. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no.
It's going to lead to a protest, the East Virginia Compact.
I just don't get why we have West Virginia and, like, there's North Dakota, South Dakota, North Korea, South Korea.
Do you want to rename Virginia to East Virginia?
Yeah, or sort of like North Virginia, South Virginia, or just make one Virginia. Who cares about West Virginia? Anyway, so this is more advice. My girlfriend, she moved in with another guy.
Oh.
What should I do?
First, I think you need to go to therapy.
Okay.
You're confusing me with other people, first off.
Okay.
Second of all, get out.
Okay, well, I think that's all I have for you, Jeff. Thank you very much.
This is the strangest interview I've ever done. In fact, you know what? I'm done with this. How do I get this mic off? How do I get out of here?
I deeply apologize. I don't know what got into Jeff Garland tonight.
You should be a damn shame of yourself.
I don't know what got into him tonight, so.
That's all we have for you this week, goals.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.